Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat. Resolves.
Right.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello everyone, my name is DJ, this is the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel, and today we're going to take a look at 2 of these Kaldheim Collector Boosters. I've been opening up boxes, and this is what you all wanted to see, so let's find out what kind of value are in these things, and let's find out how lucky I am. Alright, we are over on mtggoldfish.com. They have a really great price list that we can look at. And if you look at just in the normal set, well, there's some chase mythics going on. All of these top mythics. We have Vorniclex. This is going to be the top of everyone's list. And mine too, because I have a +1/+1 counter deck. Valky in all of its different forms, coming in at a really good price. Goldspan Dragon, just an amazing dragon. Solid in our format too. The Prismatic Bridge, because let's be fair, that's what we're playing it for. Just so fun in Commander. Tegrid is going to be really good. Another Planeswalker, Elves decks are going to want this. And then Halvar's really solid in equipment decks. And then the World Tree right down there. There's sort of the, there's Tigrid and the World Tree are the first rares. But the World Tree is coming in at like $7, $8. So not really... we're falling off a lot especially when these booster packs cost so much money per pack. But remember, they're not just filled with normal cards in here. Look at all of the different options, and that's why this is so confusing to know what you're getting in these things. But let's take a look at the showcase cards. The showcase cards are phenomenal. One showcase card that everyone is chasing after is Vorniclex in Phyrexian. Of course, Vorniclex is going to be a top card open no matter what. I want to open it in Phyrexian. I also want this version. This frame is so great. And so honestly, even though the price drops off a little bit, same cards, Valky, the Prismatic Bridge, Tegrid, we got Orvar here, Kuma, we got Halvar, Torgraf, and it still starts falling off after $10. Just opening up any of these cards are just going to be great because they're so beautiful. But of course, a lot of the money is going to be in these showcase foils. So if we look at that same Vorniclex, but in foil, and we jump to $235, that'll be the chase card of this set that everyone's fixating on. Of course, Vorniclex foil in this frame is going to be $85. And then we've got a lot of really solid, everything's sort of doubling up. And we got to go pretty far down the list to get a card under $10 once we're talking about a foil showcase frame. Then, of course, there's Extended Arts. They're not all the same cards in Extended Arts, but still some really good quality cards. Goldspan Dragon, World Tree, Tybalt's Trickery, Mystic Reflection, Resplendent Marshal is the first card coming in at under $10. And, of course, we can have these in foil, too, because why not? They're all here. And, of course, the prices go up a little bit because it's an Extended Art in foil as well. And then finally, we have a few borderless cards and borderless foils. We've got Valky again in his other form. And then I'm a big fan of this extended Kaya all the way out. It looks very cool. I like how the art comes down pretty low on the art. And then these pathways are going to be great in Commander. So opening up any number of these pathways is going to be very fun. And that's basically what we're looking at here. We are hoping to open Mythics and Planeswalkers, and specifically Vorniclex. Let's take a look and find out what's in these things. All right, first pack. And I already messed this up. All right, first pack. Are there any uncommons that we care about? I'm not quite sure, so we'll try to go through them pretty quickly, and I'll make a call out if there is an uncommon that is particularly good in Commander. But opening up foil lands, that's going to be really good. And then I've actually had a really good experience with this showdown of Scalds when it comes to Commander and the draw in this format. A full art Tybalt's Trickery seems really good. We've got another foil rare, and then we have some uncommons in this awesome frame. And then, Toski. Hey, Toski, how's it going there, buddy? Squirreling it up. And then, let's take a look at this awesome foil, Call the Forge Master. There's some combo potential in this as well. And just a really solid full art card. And then we've got our borderless foil extension, Dragonkin Berserker. Now, this is a boast ability. I've had this take over take over games in limited. And I'm thinking about it going in cube, although it'll be one of the weaker red true drops in cube. Got ourselves a zombie berserker, and that's our first pack. Feels good. It feels like a good start so far. I think Tybalt's Trickery is going to be amazing in Commander, which is why we kind of have that. I don't think that there's very many commons and uncommons that are going to be good for us. Snow-covered land. This is from the Commander stat, this Stoic Farmer. So that's an interesting inclusion. Full Art Demon. I don't know if this is going to take over Runescarred Demon as our demon tutor of choice, but it's nice that it can go into the graveyard too. Definitely Commander playable. This one feels Commander playable in Search of Greatness, but the fact that you need to have the exact right card in your hand rather than other effects like Birthing Pod where it just has to be in your library means that this in Search of Greatness has a really large amount of variance, and so I'm not super excited about it. Good for Giants we've got here, and then we have the God Favored, and then Segred the God Favored is just sort of fine. If you're playing God or legendary creatures, this could be really good. You're playing against it. Segred is kind of a removal spell, flashy, but not that much better than just a traditional Banisher Priest. And then we've got Herald King of Skemfar, solid elf guy. I'm going to go in all of your elf decks. And then Full Art Foil Crippling Fear. This is going to be amazing and limited, and you could theoretically play this in a tribal deck. Imagine influencing all your opponent's creatures, but not your own. But I have a feeling that if you are going to be taking out your opponent's creatures, you're going to want to make sure that they're dead. Yeah. Nice. I mean, I want the other version of this, but Svala is very, very good. More lands is awesome. From the Commander set, we got Serpent Skull Jar. And then we have the Full Art Old Growth Troll. Solid value. Beaters. Then we have another Segred, but this one's in foil. Now we come to these ones, and we have a Finn the Fangbearer. This, a lot of people are excited about having this Commander, but I want to have a Death Touch deck where I just like Court of Calling this into play when everyone thinks they're only taking 4. And then we have one of the ones that we are searching after, Halvar, God of Battle, because this goes in tons of equipment decks and its Sword of the Realms is very good. Super excited to open that up. Then we have the foil Svala. I think that this is pretty fair in a lot of decks. Just imagine if you have any mana left over, you can always just make a Manolith. And if you have a lot of mana, you can kind of go off with Svala. I think that this is a good budget card for doing a lot. And then Toski, Bearer of Secrets. I finally got a little squirrel commander, but this one is in foil, looking all nice and shiny. Tybalt emblem also looking good. Let's keep it going. Even though we haven't opened up things that are worth a ton of money, just opening up the art on things like Toski is really fun. And by the way, these lands are also really solid. Love seeing them at uncommon. Snow lands are also great to get. This is the general from the Sword of Foretell deck. Ooh, we got it open. Nice. We got a full art Goldspan Dragon. This is going in my dragon deck for sure. This is also worth a little bit of money, being a mythic, and it's going to do stuff. It is going to do stuff because it attacks well, it defends itself with this treasure generation and ramps you into bigger things. It's exactly what Commander wants to do. That is a big find. Next, we have this Dargor Necromancer. This is one of my cards that I talked about being underrepresented already. It nukes the graveyard really well. I'm gonna put it right here. It nukes the graveyard really well. It gives you access to more and more big creatures that your opponents have. Nafri is fine in snow decks. New extended art. Look at this extended art. Big old extra turn spell making some birds. Aron's Epiphany. This is looking very nice, and extra turns are very good, and extra turn decks always need more of those abilities. Next, we have a foil Moriat of the Frost. This is a Snow Matters card. Not super excited to have that one in foil. And then this is an effect that we've had before, sort of an anthem for your creature type. So not super excited. By the way, we need bigger anthems in our format. We can't just have +1/+1 and be happy with that. We need +3/3 or distribute tokens on your whole team, or, you know, a lot more than that. So not really excited about that for commander play. Make a lot of elves. Snowlands are always good to have. But for the most, ooh, I am a fan of this replicating ring. That seems to be really good. Always a fan of Snowlands. This is the giant wizard from the Commander's precons. We've got the Necromancer again, this one in a little bit of extended art rather than foil. Pretty good. Next, we have the exile the top 4 cards, and then you have the ability to play it, put plus and plus counters on it. It's a very nice saga. Let's go into our showcase frames. We have Herald of Skemfar. We saw one of these already. Next, we have Bergi, God of Storytelling. This is a card that will go off if you're playing any sort of combo deck, storm deck, because just whenever you cast a spell, you get more red. It is so good. And then the backside is the Horn of Bounty. Discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You can play them this turn, so it gives you mana, and then it gives you the ability to dig. It seems like we can't get an even, it's an amazing version. Ooh, I'm gonna get to that one. This is for giants, whatever, but let's take a look at the one I was looking for. This is the Prismatic Bridge, sitting here in beautiful foil. Oh, this is the card we wanted to open. Let's take a look at this price tag. It's a showcase foil. It's one of the chase ones that we're going after. It's $36. Look at this beautiful $36 little card. And man, foiling is beautiful. Everything about that card is gorgeous. And, you know, being able to sort of pseudo cascade into something even better off the top of your library. I mean, that's just as commander as it gets right there. All right. Still want a Vorniclax. Still want... Actually, I'm thinking about what the things we want besides Vorniclax and a Valky. But it's not much. Definitely excited about just getting some more lands in here. Ooh, I like the Slays the Trolls. Let's get a land in here. From the Foretell deck. Another copy of Rally the Ranks, which I'm... whatever. Then we have a Pathway. You can always use Pathways. Foil Pathway, get in my deck. Then we have another Frosty Tribal. Then we have another, this one's fine. The Boast ability is on it, but I'm happy to get a foil version of this Finn the Fangbearer, because if I want to make a Death Touch deck, that's where it belongs. And then this is my 3rd copy of Dargur Necromancer. Luckily, I like it a lot, so I'm glad to have multiple copies, but it's definitely not an expensive card. So definitely not value to open it up. So far, probably Goldspan Dragon and the World Tree Bridge thing. This guy right here. Nope, not that guy right there. Other green card. Are the opens that I'm seeing be most relevant. All right. Do you know what I need? I need a Bubble Sphere. That's what we need to open. We need to open up a Bubble Sphere. And we also need to open up, here you go, Snowland. Cosmic Intervention, solid card from the commander deck. If you want to foretell stuff, foretell away. Next we have Battle for Betrogard. This could be pretty good in a little token deck. Nice little quality thing there. Vega the Watcher, another foretell card, but beautiful art. Ooh, now we have Boast. Boast, to be able to Vampiric Tutor, is very strong. This is something that we've already opened. And ooh, look at Kaya underneath there. All right. Sad to have the foil one for a card I don't really care about, but nice to have big old borderless foil Kaya. Oh man, that's going to be really good. So borderless foil Kaya is coming in at $22 and looking very nice, Kaya. Congratulations, Kaya. Kaya can add to my list of wonderful cards. So in this box, I now have 5 packs left. Land, Mistwalker, Another one of these guys. Geez, seeing a lot of Death Touch guy. And for all those elf decks, definitely need that. Oh, look, more cards for the elf decks. Congratulations. Tybalt's Trickery. Always need Tybalt's Trickery because I think this is going to be a surprisingly good card in our format. We already opened up a foil one of these. Combo, Equipment, Awesomeness. Vornclax! Vornclax! Yes! Oh man, not in foil, not in Phyrexian, but just the showcase art looks so good. This is a $40 card right here, and I am excited to have it. Congratulations, Vornclax, get in my deck. Again, another copy of Finn the Fangbearer, and then Blood on the Snow. It's a Wrath, but only for snow decks. So, and 6 mana. Trust me, we can get a lot more value out of our 6 mana Wraths right there. All right, Vornclax does a lot to getting us toward the value that we're looking for in a deck in a pack like this. Oh, Packmate. There we go. That's always a good card to draft early. Oh, I like this. The Trickster. Exchanging controls is fun. And Swamp. Boom. Got some bears. Again. Come on. I'm a fan of it, but let's get out of here. All right, this Valkyrie is a mythic. It could be really, really solid. I think that this could see play, but maybe only in Angel decks in our format. Svala is awesome. Love to have it, but again, not that expensive. Ooh. Oh man, finally I opened. Yes. Okay, I'll geek out about this one in a second. But this pathway looking very beautiful and very, very playable. Get in my deck. This is not a lot of money, but I love Corridor Doomscourge. It's so good. And now I have a foil version because I'm building this deck. And so this is something that I need for my commander deck, and I'm really excited about. We already talked about Cosmos Charger. It gives you Foretell synergies. If you want the Foretell deck, then there you go. But if you're not all about Foretell, it might seem underwhelming to you. Oh, excited about goading all my friends into attacking each other and then draining them out. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite things to do. Run amok being really good and limited for me. Frostdogger, that might be good for playing in those snow decks. And then we got another sort of Foretell flyer from the commander deck. Seeing a theme here. Oh, Righteous Valkyrie. This could be very good in life gain decks, and I'm thinking about putting this in a life gain deck because we talked about like a tribal +1/+1 being very poor. This is a life gain +2/+2. Just great. Solid in the elf decks. Again, Narfi coming up. I'm sorry, Narfi, I don't need you anymore. But this little God of Kinship is very, very nice because it has this crest on the back. It's very specific. You don't just slam this in every deck because you need legendary creatures and it's very legendary creature focused, but this is something that Wizards is using more and more, is this legendary matters stuff. It helps for commander, but it's also a fun thing as well. This is a great angel, but more importantly, let's just look at this art right here. Are you kidding me? Let's see if my camera will zoom in a little bit. Oh, this art is gorgeous and creepy, and this could be a really fun card in an angel deck. But let's just open up just an amazing card, Tegrid, God of Fright. This is a $15 card right here. Love to have it in foil. You might not like to see it across the commander table from you because if I make you sacrifice stuff, I just get to take it. And then on the back, we have a way to generate a ton of value, sort of having a Torment of Hailfire on a lantern, on an artifact that we can just play over and over again. Just imagine this in your command zone where you can play it out of the command zone and then suddenly impact your opponents, drain them out. So that's a good open right there. More lands are great. More elf tribals great. This is Battle of Frost and Fire. Okay, I like the idea of bouncing everything right there. Bounce everything except for giants and wizards. I could definitely see this going in your wizard deck too. Very solid choice. Nope, let's open up Tegrid again. I wonder if Tegrid, just normal foil Tegrid is worth anything. Let's take a quick look. And normal foil Tigrid is about as much as the nice one we just opened right here. This one I said was like, 15 or 16. This one right here is like 13, So good open right there. This Inga Ruin Eyes. I'm a big fan of that. Hunting Voyage. This is fine, but I'm much more of a fan of just Patriarch's Bidding, but that's an expensive card anyways, so that might be a good one to open. Ooh, I can see a Battle Mammoth behind there. Okay, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Uncommon Pump, Landfall, good art, but uncommon, whatever. But now we have a borderless mythic, this Battle Mammoth. Listen, a lot of times just the good stuff mid-range cards don't really make it in our format, but Battle Mammoth might just be big enough and give us enough card advantage that we just like it. You know what I mean? So this is an extended art foil, mythic Battle Mammoth. Let's see if it comes up. This is actually different art too. All right. This is why it's so difficult to figure out what is going on. So this isn't just an extended art. This is actually a borderless foil. And Battle Mammoth, $7.50. So not bad, but not great either. It's at the bottom of this is the worst alternate art extended one that we could have opened, but it might be good enough to hang in a lot of different formats. So I'm happy to open it. Good. Although what I really wanted to open in that slot is a Valky, right? That's what we all want to open. All right, last pack for this box. Let's see how we did. I mean, we opened up a Vornklex, so we automatically did great, and a Goldspan Dragon, and a Prismatic Bridge. So this box has been pretty good. But let's finish strong, shall we? Let's finish strong and open a Bubble Sphere. No, didn't get there on the Bubble Sphere. We got ourselves a land, this beautiful Crown of Svenfar, which I find a little bit underwhelming. Snow Matters removal spell, that's fine. A big old dragon, which could work in your dragon decks. Now let's talk about this beautiful art, but we've already opened up one of them. Ooh, the Aegon God of Death. This is going to be fine. It's not going to be great, but the Throne of Death giving you card advantage could be pretty good. Next, we have the Foil Owl for those awesome decks. Oh, hey, look, we got another copy of this dragon, this Emmerstrom Predator, which, by the way, could do a lot. Sorry, I keep holding up the cards. This could do a lot of damage, and I mean, just imagine in a normal traditional dragon deck, like an dragon deck where it reduces the mana cost. This could be your 3-drop. Your 3-drop comes in and then starts exiling cards from graveyards and getting bigger and sacrificing other things. It could be a pretty good beater. All right, that was the box. Let's take a look at this box and find out how we did. All right, let's take a short tour of what we got, starting off with the least expensive to the most expensive. We're not looking at anything under $5. Bergby is just breaking that. Actually, Blood on the Snow is a little over $5 as well. Don't know if it's good in Commander, but something. This was the least expensive Battle Mammoth coming in. These are coming in around between $6 and $7. Vorgoth, hey, my Darker Necromancer. This version is around $6 or $7. Same thing with the Valkyrie. And then we have our Burning Rune Druid or whatever demon. This version of Predator is coming close to $10. Same thing with this Tybalt's Trickery coming in at like $9, and then same thing with Halvar coming in at around $9, just under $10. So right now, just for these mid-tier cards, we've got something like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Probably $60 or $70 right here, just with this group. So not a bad group, especially considering that we have a few cards between the 10 and 20 mark to talk about. Tybalt's Trickery, this version people are loving. Next, we have this wonderful Pathway with full extended art. This was not just a normal version of this mythic, but this is a very special borderless edition. And then we have the version of Tigrid coming in at like $13. So if we had between 60 and 70 before, you add all of these up and you have well over $100. Next, we have our high roller cards, and we got quite a few of them in this set. Coming in at over $20, we've got our beautiful Kaya right here. And then this foil version of Toski is coming in a little bit above that, 22. Same thing with this Goldspan Dragon coming in at the 20s. I think I read the wrong thing for this one because that version of Tegrid is closing in on like $30, $35. So that, I'm very excited to open up that Tegrid right there. Yeah, this Tegrid right here is closing in on $30, so it's more than double this Tegrid right there. So glad to have that. Then we open our top two cards. We have the $36 card, this Eskiag of the God Tree, but really we're playing the Prismatic Bridge. And then we have our $40 non-foil Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. So right now we've recouped our value for this box, plus opened up just a bunch of cool Commander jank over here. Look at all this stuff right here. Opened up a ton of cards, but remember, the set just came out. These are all just constantly dropping like crazy. If you were to look at the direction, like the daily and weekly decreases, like none of these cards are going up. I'll flip over to it right now. None of these cards are going up. All of them are doing like minus. Okay, so all of the prices on these are falling. So right now it might seem like, oh my gosh, I made some crazy money on this. That's right now in the most hype, the most hype, you know. So probably in a couple weeks I would have lost money on this box, but opened up a lot of really great Commander cards. Okay, we've got a whole another box to open up. Let's find out if we can get just exactly what we want. Hello everyone, this is DJ from the future, and this box that I opened is just really bad. No value, very few Commander cards worth talking about, so it ended up being really long, so I'm just going to cut it. There are two cards that I opened up that are particularly exciting. We opened up an alternate art Valky! Dun 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 dun! And it's got Tybalt here on the back. Just a really fun Commander card because stealing your opponent's stuff is really cool. I also opened up an Orvar. This card is so cool because it lets you copy permanents when you just cast dirtily little spells targeting them. So you can just start copying the biggest, baddest creatures that you have. It's a changeling, so it could fit into not sure what deck, but it's just a fun card. And then both of these are coming in at around $30. But that was it. That was my value. A couple other $5 cards in there. So remember, buy singles. All right, everyone. See you later. This has been super fun opening Kaldheim because of all the great Commander cards, because of how beautiful this set looks. Just gorgeous. Just phenomenal. You can open up uncommons and just be thrilled at how everything looks. And there are 3 uncommons right here that, by the way, I would play in Commander decks. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to Cool Stuff Inc. Don't buy collector boosters, buy singles. And if you're going to buy them, check out Cool Stuff Inc. If you use the coupon code JUMBO5, you'll save 5% off your order, and you will support a local game store and a great place, and myself. And I want to thank my patrons. They're amazing. They're wonderful. Thank you, patrons. And thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more box openings, more deck techs, more content from Jumbo Commander. All right, everyone. Bye-bye.